good day or good evening, whatever time it is at the time you're watching this video. You know what I keep hearing about you? I keep hearing that you are not for the faint of heart. You are not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody has seen and gone through what you have seen and gone through. And people just don't understand you sometimes. And what I'm hearing in those regards is that you literally do not give a damn, because you don't feel as if you owe anybody any kind of explanation for how you are. And in all honesty, you don't. And a lot of people around you do not understand this. They don't understand why you're not a people pleaser. They don't understand why you go to very dark places and then you transform and come out of it and you're like this whole renewed being here. You have full understanding that you're not everyone's cup of tea, like I said before. And it's not only an understanding and an understanding, but it's also this vibe of, if you're not their cup of tea, then you're not, and then you just move on. You just walk away, you know? It's like, it's no sweat off your back, is that vibe that I'm feeling here. We had the Chariot in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in the upright position come out. With the Chariot in reverse here coming out, I'm getting the vibe of utilizing pullbacks and utilizing obstacles that show up for you in a very magical way. And this tends to confuse people around you. They see these obstacles that are showing up for you. They see this pullback, and I keep getting the vision of the slingshot where the stone is being pulled back to the point where it can't stretch anymore. And as soon as it's released, it shoots out. And this is part of the reason why people do not understand you. They don't understand the alchemy that you work with. You work with this pullback energy. A lot of people see it as having no direction at all or no ambition when you embrace these pullbacks. But what shocks them is your forward movement after the alchemy of that pullback. What they see as hesitancy in your energy field is alchemy at its finest. And that's kind of showing up here with the Sun in reverse as well. This is another thing that people don't understand quite fully about you. They see you as someone who kind of operates in a little bit unrealistic kind of way. And they kind of don't understand that when these seemingly negative things show up and are flung your way, is what I heard, just flung your way. You tend to deal with these things in a totally different and unexpected way from how normal people react. They may even see you as a little too optimistic in these times of pullback. But what they don't understand is that the way you embrace this darkness, the way you embrace this polarity in your life, is how you bring things to balance for yourself. Here with the Two of Pentacles coming out at the end there. All this alchemy helps you to adapt to whatever circumstance you need to adapt to. And this is something that you wish that other people could understand how to do. This is where your resourcefulness comes from. This is where your flexibility comes from. This is how you maintain the balance. And now I'm also getting the vibes that you have a very comedic approach as well. judging by the fact that my dog is doing some goofy ass shit in front of me as I'm recording this. She's got her head completely underneath a blanket and she's sitting up and making snorting sounds. And that tells me that you also have this almost unruly sense of humor about everything. And that's yet another thing that the typical person does not get. Thank you to my dog for the clown act that she just performed. Thank you, Seven. And also, judging by the fact that my dog's head is completely under a blanket right now, it's bringing in the message of not being able to see clearly, of not being able to see beyond a veil, so to speak. It also brings in the energy of cloaking as well. You might be very good at being able to cloak. And this sort of cloaking ability that you hold within yourself with this Two of Change here, this is how you also are able to adapt to your surroundings with ease. You're able to kind of blend in with the scenery around you. So let's dive a little deeper and see exactly why we are here currently. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. The vibes that I'm getting off of these two cards coming out is that there are gifts that are being offered to you at this time. But Spirit is letting you know that there's strings attached. And in the past, you have experienced things like this. In the past, the generosity that you have delved out to people have really been taken for granted as well. Sort of an explanation as to why you went into this energy to begin with, and why you became this great alchemist here. You've really learned from the past and being taken for granted very seriously. You've set up tons of boundaries, and you utilized this negative aspect of what you have experienced in order to overturn it. But with all this exploration that may be a little taboo to the normal people out there, it has brought in some gifts for you that were unexpected. But there are strings attached with those gifts. And the energy between the Six of Coins and the Queen of Cups in reverse here is speaking to me about a fear that you will not receive what is rightfully yours. There is something that you have been trying to bring back to you, if that makes sense. And now I'm hearing that you are also owed a lot of boons, a lot of favors. Because in the past, whether it be in this lifetime or past lives, you have done many favors for many different people, many different beings, I should say. And you are definitely owed things for your generosity from those times. And I'm feeling a hesitancy here because there are very strong ties attached to these boons that I'm hearing about. But they're also owed to you. So that's where the seemingly exhaustion is coming from with this Queen of Cups in reverse. This fact is very exhausting to you. Because on the one point, you are owed these things. But on another, There's strings attached. They're not like clean cut things. And now I'm getting the vibes that some of these things that are owed to you are not necessarily bad, but they would cause some negative things in other people's lives. And that's where this hesitancy is coming from. It's because you actually really do care about other people, even if you don't really show it outwardly. And you don't want to collect these things by the cost of other people and other beings, whatever and whoever these boons are owed to you by. Quite an interesting dynamic here. And so I'm getting a huge feeling of really trying to weigh your options right now. And that also could be speaking of this Chariot in reverse here as well. It's speaking of that pullback. You're causing a pullback here yourself because you are weighing the options very carefully here. It's not a time for massive forward movement. I'm going to go ahead and hit up my Egyptian gods oracles here and see if there's anything else in this scenario. I'm seeing these two right off the bat. So yeah, there's that vibe there where you're really weighing the odds. We've got Thoth with wholeness, and we've got Anuket with hope. I actually absolutely love the fact that Anuket came out here, because with her being the goddess of the Nile, it's highly related to this Queen of Cups energy. Queen of Cups in reverse also speaks of using your intuition and going with the feelings that you are feeling within. This is what is going to help you bring that hope back. And with the fact that you work with these kind of pullbacks, you hold a lot of hope within you because you've seen it play out time and time again. And it's that wisdom that you hold within you, just like with Thoth, is what's going to guide you as to which boon to cash in on and which one to walk away from. These two are also very great protectors as well, with Thoth being the protector of the scribes, and Anuket being the protector of fertility and happiness. Really utilizing the fact that you are great at using these intelligent resources that you have within yourself, and having a complete wholeness and a complete balance of yourself, and knowing when to reject immoral things, and your ability to be impartial in all aspects of your life. Utilizing this very same sense of impartialness when it comes to your exposure to negative things that come up in your life. All of this is making a huge impact on your decisions whether to cash in on these boons or to let them go. But there's one very, very specific boon here that you are kind of at a standstill about. And this is not something that is meant to be shared here with the collective. The person I'm talking to already knows what it is. I am hearing that if this boon is cashed in on, it will hurt a great amount of people. But in the same sense, it's kind of a catalyst to allowing even more people forward movement that is needed, is what I'm hearing. And I truly feel that this was Spirit stepping forward and just reminding you to embrace that pullback on your slingshot and utilizing your adaptability and utilizing your resourcefulness before you pull the trigger, is what I heard. There have been a lot of people who have done you dirty in this lifetime and in past lives as well. And this is exactly the energy that you use in order to better yourself. You have this way of taking all that and using it as an energy to further yourself in your own successes. And that could be also applied to these favors that you are owed, because a lot of them are from the people that did you dirty in the past. And so there's that vibe of, I want to cash in because I'm owed something, but I don't want all these strings attached to it. And before I close this one out, I feel like there's just a little bit more that wants to come out for you. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these ones, the Feral Psychic Oracles, and see if there's anything else that needs to be added to this equation for you. Because we have this aspect of your understanding that you are not everybody's cup of tea. And there is that vibe of not really giving a shit about that. Also not being understood by most people and not really giving a shit about that either. And we have the aspect of these like boons that are owed to you. This seems like a really big struggle for you right now, but you enjoy the struggle. It's like you must really like to solve riddles and solve, like, maybe you're a mathematician and you like math problems. Like, you're very logical. Your vibe is very logical. And the harder the problem is, the more you like it, is the vibe I'm getting. I'm going to go ahead and get these two cards and see if there's anything else. Here we go. We have unlocking gifts. You've only scratched the surface of what you're capable of. Go deeper. Your power is buried, not missing. And this has got to be that vibe that I hit on there at the beginning with that 6 of coins in reverse. These gifts too, that you really need to dig down deep in order to get to, in order to retrieve them. So there's also that aspect. And these boons have something to do with being able to unbury the power that is just buried. You know, it's not gone, it's not missing, it wasn't stolen, but it was buried. What else do we have? We have inner authority. You're realizing that you don't need a title to lead your own life. There is no hierarchy when you're the only one in power. That's exactly that vibe I was getting right at the top. You have this within you, this inner authority. And you know that you do not even need a title in order to be the leader of your own life. To you, hierarchy does not exist. I'll go ahead and pull one more off the top. And we have the path of power. The path of power is paved with passion. The more aligned you are with your essence, the less you have to push. Power flows where truth lives. And I'm hearing that that white tiger has great significance to you as well. And so with this, my friend, I really feel as if Spirit is telling you to continue with this inner authority that you hold within yourself, with this passion for how you alchemize your life, and follow where it takes you. Follow the alignments that happen in this energy. And in doing this, your gifts will become unburied once again. That power resides very deep within. Just keep maintaining that balance and being unapologetic about the way that you maintain your balance. And really, there's that vibe of also having the tunnel vision and utilizing the fact that you are not paying attention to each and every one around you. You are very focused and centered in what you need to be doing and what you are trying to bring in for yourself as well. And this, I feel, is the true key to unlocking the things that you are seeking to unlock. And with this, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. I'm feeling the energy lift, so that tells me that the job is done for now. And I thank all of you who have allowed the space for these messages to come through for this awesome person. And I thank this awesome person as well for sharing your energy, for your generosity, even though in your past people have done you dirty with your generosity. And I hope that I have at least sufficed what was necessary to be completed here. Until next time, I love you. Bye.